Yo, 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 yo. What's up? Promise Mangum. Another episode. Off topic. Big stuff's happening. It's the place where I tell or talk about how I do what I do whenever I do anything for the NC Brew Crew and the Pop-Up Podcast. Quick little blurb. November 14th. Down at Venture Cafe, I will be hosting the first annual or the first ever North Carolina Future of Sports Fireside Chat. We have some awesome panel guests, and we're going to be talking about the future of sports inside of, you guessed it, North Carolina. Starts at 7 p.m. Come out, enjoy yourself. They got free food, free beer, and free wine. So, enjoy it. Learn something. Create something. That's what it's about. Connecting with people. So, definitely come out on November 14th. That's Thursday. And support. So this is going to be a fairly quick podcast. Yesterday, I interviewed somebody for the Pop-Up Podcast named Tay. You should see the video in about a week. Really good interview. The audio might be a little off just because I didn't have all my equipment there, but it's all good because we got through it. And he did say a lot of good stuff. But one thing that he really did say was, this podcast right here was very in-depth, and this is the reason why he called me to set up a podcast. On the last episode of Off Topic, I was talking about how my car got repoed and how I used that to my advantage, as far as A, hustling harder, and B, saving money on stuff, and my mental state as far as me trying to worry about how I'm going to pay for everything decreased tremendously. So it was a very good move in my part. But what happened was, he was talking to me about, that just showed the vulnerability and the self-accountability that you did, and that's why I called you so I could do another podcast, because I was scared of telling people what I was going through. You can go into that later on, like I said, because I will have that video up by next week. But I wanted to take a time out to talk about some podcasts that I wish I would have got that never came through. And one in particular one was with an artist that I knew, and he unfortunately passed away. Crazy thing is, if you're from Winston, then you would know who I'm talking about. Jig Marley, real cool dude. He was very outgoing and a real family dude. Because, like I said, I definitely saw him, if not daily, every other day, and he was always out either A, making music, or B, going to do some more business stuff in the community. So I want to take a second about that. Let's take a second out and talk about that. Whenever you want to do something, whether it works out or not, you need to go do it. Because it was very unfortunate that the last thing that we talked about 12 hours before the stuff happened, he said, Promise, I want to get on your podcast. And I told him, hey, give me like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but you can come, and we can shoot the podcast right now here at the house. And he was just kind of like, well, I got to go and do some other work real quick. I'll catch you, a little bit later. And that was last, I heard of him. So I said all that to say, you never know what's going to happen to somebody who you want to either interview or maybe do work with or whatever. In this case, it was an unfortunate scenario, but in other cases, people could have just blown up and then not necessarily leave you behind, but things happen and they're just moving, and you can never catch up with them anymore after that. So I definitely know both sides of the story when it comes to that. But yeah, I just want to take a time out to talk about some of those podcasts that I wish I would have gotten. But I'm still out here, still grinding, still doing them, and giving you an encouraging word to tell you to keep going. And if one podcast don't work out, continue to just build, 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 build. Because if you don't build, then what you're working towards will definitely fall. So just make sure that whenever you have the opportunity, or the opportunity arises to do something, or to interview somebody, or to get whatever done, people are going to, or not people, but you need to go ahead and just take that risk, take that chance to do it. So yeah, that's it. Promise Mangum pop-up podcast. Oh, there you go. Off topic with Promise Mangum. Catch y'all probably in a couple days with another topic, and yeah, I'll just take it from there. Holler y'all a little bit later. Peace.